Come in.
Hi, are you Bobby?
Yes.
I'm Sarah Walsh. I'm a physician assistant student here to take care of you today. Would you confirm your name and date of birth for me?
My name is Bobby Noonan, and my date of birth is 7/24/1991.
All right, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Are you comfortable with me asking you some questions today?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Bobby, so what's going on?
2 days ago, I kind of had this sudden, super crampy pain, and it started on the right side, and then it just kind of all is now on my right back.
On your right back?
Yeah.
Did it start in the front, or has it always been kind of in the back?
I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Okay.
It's just as there.
Okay.
And I've been really nauseous, and I vomited, and it's when this pain happens, it's I feel like I'm going to pass out.
You feel like you're going to pass out? Okay.
Yeah, it's awful.
So is the pain when you feel like you're going to pass out, is that all the time, or does it kind of come and go when it gets to that severity?
It kind of comes and goes. It'll be a sudden onset, and then I will just do nothing, get in the fetal position, and then it'll kind of go away. But then it always comes back.
Okay. That sounds awful.
I don't have health insurance, so I really am trying to not be here.
When did you lose your health insurance?
2 years ago.
2 years ago, okay.
Yeah. I got into a motorcycle accident.
Okay. When did you get in the motorcycle accident?
5 years ago. I'm fine.
Okay. Were you hospitalized for that?
Yeah.
Okay. How long were you hospitalized for that?
A day.
A day? Okay.
Yeah.
And then you made a full recovery, or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine.
You're fine now?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so for this pain, you said it's kind of like a sharp pain. Is there any other way you would describe it?
Like I'm being stabbed.
Like you're being stabbed?
Yeah.
Okay. And then this has been going on for the entirety of the 2 days. Nothing has really brought the pain down to a minimal.
Well, I took some aspirin and some ibuprofen at home, and my pain went from an 8 to a 5.
Okay.
But it just doesn't go away. I haven't slept in 2 days. It's awful.
Okay, so you've been losing sleep over this.
Yeah.
And then how much ibuprofen and aspirin have you been taking?
3.
3 pills of each?
Yeah.
Every time? Okay. And that's just the normal Advil pills type thing, so that'd be about 600 milligrams or so?
Oh, I don't know. My girlfriend buys that.
Okay, gotcha. And then 3 pills of aspirin as well, right?
No. Sometimes I'll just take 1.
Okay.
But if I'm really feeling painful, I'll take 2.
Okay. And then other than it radiating from the front to mainly the back, now is the pain radiating anywhere else?
No.
Okay. And then you said that you would rate it when it gets really bad as about an 8 out of 10, and then the medications brought it down to about a 5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Other than the ibuprofen and aspirin that you've been taking for this pain, do you take any other medications daily?
No.
Okay. And then do you have any allergies to medications?
Yeah, I get a bad rash with betadine, and I get hives with penicillin.
And hives with penicillin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we will stay away from those. Do you have any current medical conditions? I know you said you lost your health insurance, but before then, when maybe you were seeing a regular doctor, were you ever told that you had any medical conditions?
No.
Okay. And then, have you gotten a flu shot this year?
Yeah.
Okay. And then have you received the HPV vaccine?
No. That's for girls.
Okay. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
And then, were you ever told that you had any childhood illnesses?
No, I had the chicken pox like everyone else, but that was it.
No, asthma or irritable bowel syndrome or anything?
No.
And then other than being hospitalized, did you ever have any surgeries as a kid or anything recently? Okay.
No, I'm pretty healthy.
That's awesome. That's what I like to hear, except for now. But
yeah,
that's what we're here to do.
Good.
And then, so what do you do for work normally?
Well, since I lost my health insurance and I lost my job, I became a carpenter.
Okay.
And I actually haven't been able to go to work for 2 days, and so I'm really scared that I'm gonna like get fired because I can't work.
Yes, that's a very valid concern. How long have you been a carpenter for?
Like a year.
About a year? Okay. Do you like it?
I mean, it's nice. It's interesting.
That's good.
Yeah, I like doing stuff with my hands.
That's awesome. Okay, and then have you traveled anywhere inside the United States or outside of the United States recently?
No, I can't afford that.
Okay. Me either. Do you drink alcohol throughout the week?
No, only on the weekends.
Okay. And then, do you use any tobacco or cigarettes?
Yeah, I smoke about a pack a day for like 10 years.
For 10 years, okay. And then, do you use any illicit drugs like marijuana, cocaine, heroin?
Yeah, I like smoking marijuana.
Okay. And then for the marijuana, do you do that on the weekends as well? Like with alcohol, or is that more frequent than alcohol?
It just depends.
Okay. And then how is your living situation right now? Are you living with anybody?
Yeah, I live with my girlfriend.
Okay. Do you feel safe living there with her?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. I'm just going to ask you some more questions about any other symptoms you might be experiencing today. Have you noticed any unintentional weight loss or changes in your appetite?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
Have you noticed, have you felt feverish, like you feel hot, but like you're getting the chills or any fatigue?
No.
Okay. And then you mentioned that you have had some changes in your sleep, kind of like you just can't sleep at night because the pain is so bad. Before this pain, have you been experiencing that same insomnia?
No, I sleep very well.
Okay. Have you noticed any changes in your stool or any changes in your peeing and pooping habits?
Yeah, I actually can't really pee much anymore.
Okay.
And that started with the pain.
Okay.
I think it's kind of weird.
That is kind of weird. And then that started about 2 days ago with the pain. Okay. Is it more you feel like you can't pee, like you feel like there's something in there and you can't pee it out, or you just...
Kind of.
Okay.
Like, I feel like even though, like, I'm eating and drinking like normal, it's like, I don't know where it's going. Like, it's
just not coming out.
Disappears, yeah. Okay. I don't know.
And then have you noticed any changes in your vision or hearing, like you feel like a ringing in your ears or blurry vision? Okay. Have you noticed any changes in your skin? Like, is it kind of extra sweaty or red or anything?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Have you been having any chest pain or shortness of breath?
No.
Okay. And then have you been experiencing, like, you feel like your heart's beating out of your chest, or you notice any extra swelling in your legs?
No. I mean, sometimes, like, when I stand up, when I'm feeling all this pain, like, I get dizzy, but...
Okay.
I mean, unless I'm in severe pain, like, I'm fine.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get this back to the doctor, and we'll figure out what's going on with you, okay?
Okay, thanks.
All right. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
Today we have a 28-year-old male named Bobby Noonan who comes in today with right-sided flank pain that began 2 days ago. He describes the pain as sharp, stabbing, constant pain that makes him feel like he's going to pass out, and he rates it as an 8 out of 10 on the severity scale. He's been taking 600 milligrams of ibuprofen every couple hours, as the bottle indicates, as well as 1 to 2 aspirin per day for the pain. And he says it brings the pain down to a 5 out of 10, but regardless, he still is losing sleep over the pain, and he's missed 2 days of work because of it. And he's concerned about this because he doesn't have health insurance. He says that the pain does not radiate anywhere, but he has been experiencing intermittent nausea and vomiting since the onset of pain. Other than the ibuprofen and aspirin, he does not take any medications daily, and he does not have any current medical conditions, although he has not seen a doctor in 2 years since he lost his health insurance 2 years ago. He reports that he had chickenpox as a child and was in a motorcycle accident 5 years ago that landed him in the hospital for a 1-day, 1-night stay, but said that he made a full recovery per his doctors, and he's not had any problems with it since. He works as a carpenter, like I mentioned. He's been doing this for about a year. And he drinks alcohol on the weekends, and he smokes a pack per day and has for the last 10 years. And he also occasionally smokes marijuana on the weekends, 2 to 3 times per month. He's also having trouble urinating. He says that he feels like he just, quote unquote, can't pee anymore, and that he's been drinking water, but nothing is coming out. And then he also feels dizzy with the pain, and that, like I said before, he's been experiencing insomnia with the pain. Otherwise, he denies having fever, fatigue, any changes in weight. He has had no changes in his bowel movements, and he's not noticed any edema in his legs. He's not noticed any changes in his skin, and he's not been experiencing chest pain or shortness of breath. And then other than the dizziness he's been feeling with the pain, he has not had any changes in vision, and he's not had any new onset of hearing loss.